A major diplomatic crisis has erupted between the United States and Colombia. The U.S. State Department took an unprecedented step this week. It officially revoked the diplomatic visa of Colombian President Gustavo Petro. That means President Petro cannot enter the United States. The decision came swiftly with little warning. It sent shockwaves through the international community. News broke on Tuesday, triggering immediate global reactions. The speech was broadcast live. Clips went viral on social media. The trigger was a speech President Petro gave last week in Bogotá. He spoke with great passion on sensitive international issues. His words targeted the United States government. Washington viewed the remarks as a direct provocation. A severe response followed in an official statement. This marks a pivotal moment in U.S.-Colombia relations. For decades, the nations were close partners, cooperating on counter-narcotics, trade, and regional security. Now that partnership is at risk. The White House says lines were crossed. The future of the alliance is uncertain. The fallout is already visible across Colombia. Streets show protests and rallies in support. Some back their president, others worry about consequences. In Washington, lawmakers are split. Some applaud the strong stance, others fear isolation in Latin America. This is more than two leaders clashing. It could reshape politics across the hemisphere. The world is watching. So, what did President Petro actually say that sparked this crisis? He made a direct appeal to members of the U.S. military, an unprecedented move. He urged American soldiers to think about their orders, even suggesting disobedience to commands from President Donald Trump they believed unjust. He referenced potential actions tied to conflict in the Middle East, which Washington saw as interference and an attempt to undermine the chain of command. It was guaranteed to provoke a strong reaction. He also spoke at length about Gaza, accusing the U.S. of complicity in what he termed a genocide. He called for immediate international action and an end to military aid to Israel. Those lines drew loud cheers in Bogotá. In Washington, they landed as hostile and unfair. He framed his stance as moral duty, speaking truth to power. But U.S. officials called it an unacceptable breach of diplomatic protocol. Policy disagreements are one thing. Calling for insubordination is another, seen as a national security threat. Combined with harsh foreign policy critiques, it created a perfect storm. The response was swift and unequivocal. Within 48 hours, a formal statement announced the revocation. It called Petro's comments direct, unacceptable interference. Unusually blunt language signaled the depth of anger. Petro replied defiantly on social media, calling the move imperial arrogance and claiming it proved his point. The bilateral relationship went on ice. And this is about more than a visa. It touches trade deals, security cooperation, and potential reviews of foreign aid. Washington's message: there are costs to confronting the current administration. This crisis did not happen in a vacuum. Their relationship has been tense for some time. They clashed over migration. Petro criticized hardline policies as inhumane. And over the drug war he says has failed. Eradication, interdiction, rural development, alternative crops. U.S. officials fear increased cocaine production and trafficking. That risk deepens mistrust. Petro pushes a more multipolar order, less U.S. dominance. China, Russia, moves watched warily in Washington. Gaza brought tensions to a boil. Petro's sharp condemnation sparked backlash. Israel objected. The United States objected. Revoking a leader's visa is rare and aggressive. It blurs the line between policy disagreement and punishment. For Colombia, stakes are high. The U.S. is a vital export market, coffee and oil, and a freeze threatens trade and investment. Petro faces domestic pressure over national interests. He must balance activism with economic and security responsibilities. Ultimately, this is about a changing world and a clash with lasting consequences for the Americas and beyond.